Alright, so you want to be a productivity machine. You want to haul ass at that productivity game. Well, I've got a thing for you, and it's called deep work. And the term was coined by Newport, who's a pretty smart guy. He's an associate professor of computer science and the author of several good books. Now, Newport defines deep work as being the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. It's easily one of the most important skills you're going to learn in today's society, and we're going to jump right into it. So why deep work in the first place? Look, we are living in a world that is riddled with distractions. Everywhere you look, there is something that's attempting to pull your attention, whether it's some scammy internet marketer guy offering you millions of dollars if you click on his ad, or if it's the latest superhero movie that everyone's been talking about, a notification on Facebook, or a snapshot from your grandma. It's all the same. Distractions, distractions, distractions. And we have never seen anything like this in the history of mankind, right? Due to the advent of social media, advertisements, internet, and all these things, right? The problem is, distraction is the enemy of concentration, and concentration is what's needed for human advancement. So if you want to be someone who is valued in the new economy, someone who's needed, right? You need to be someone who can focus on one singular task, a challenging, demanding task, and get good at it. While everyone else is busy looking at memes, or everyone else is busy getting distracted in this ADHD society, you are going to become so proficient at learning new things, learning hard things. That's what deep work is all about. Let's go over some rules for deep work. The first one being, deep work is distraction free. This seems to be the most obvious one, but it's also the most important rule. There are to be no distractions when you are commencing your deep work. Distractions is the enemy of concentration. We talked about this. It's going to mess up everything. You need to go somewhere secluded, go monk mode, go into a cave, find a hotel, do your work there where people can't bombard you, come in and annoy you about just random shit that you don't need to hear. J.K. Rowling, when she was writing her Harry Potter novels, she actually booked a hotel where she just ran away from everybody, sat down and just wrote the book, right? Isaac Newton, when he was coming up with the theory of calculus, he was alone at his mama's house or something like that for months just thinking by himself, right? Distraction free. That's the quality of deep work, because distraction free allows you to get into the deeper roots of your mind, right? Into the deeper layers of your mind to pull out the things you need to achieve the task that you're trying to achieve. Rule 2. Deep work is deliberate. Deep work is not based off whims. It's not based off how you feel that day. It's deliberate. You need to be consistent. You need to have a schedule, a timetable, a starting time and ending time of your deep work, and you need to continuously do it consistently in order to get real results, just like anything else in the world. To take a page from Steven Pressfield's book, you need to approach it as if you're a professional. You wouldn't just not show up to work one day because you didn't feel like it, because you know damn well you will get fired. Things won't go too well for you if you had that type of mentality towards your day job. Now, you need to approach your deep work in the same way. You're a professional. Professionals show up. You show up and you do the work. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. Rain, sun, shine, snow, Armageddon, it doesn't matter. Show up and do the work. Rule 3. Multitasking is not allowed in deep work, right? There is no multitasking. You see, multitasking is a myth. Your brain can't multitask. All that happens is you switch from one task to another task, and during this process you end up sacrificing some of your efficiency in the second task because your brain lingers on the previous task, right? They actually did a study that Newport talks about in the book where they had a group of people do a cross puzzle and another group of people do a cross puzzle, right? And the first group, they stopped them before they could even finish, right? And got them to do a secondary task. The second group, they allowed them to finish the puzzle and then get on to the secondary task. The group that was allowed to finish the puzzle did far better than the group that stopped halfway, because the group that stopped halfway was still thinking about answers to the past problem. Each time you switch between tasks, you sacrifice quality, right? In an effort to become more efficient. It's just an erroneous assumption. Rule 4. Deep work is challenging. Deep work pushes you to your limits, right? Now, I've seen a lot of comparisons on the internet, people likening deep work to the phenomena called flow that was popularized by the psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. Now, the thing is, deep work I would probably classify more to being like deliberate practice, which is a term that was made popular by Anders Ericsson in his book Peak. The reason I say this is because flow is when you're in the zone. Flow is kind of a nice sensation. It's free flowing. It's when you see Kobe playing basketball in the field or Tiger Woods playing golf. Deep work is deliberate practice. It's more the taxing training prior that no one sees. It's when Kobe's by himself trying to learn new moves, right? Trying to push himself to the limits. It's when Tiger Woods is learning a new swing. It's when you are there trying to figure out the differential equation to solve a certain mathematical problem. When you're scratching your head, that feeling you get when something's mentally draining, when you want to get out of your seat because it's so taxing. That's deep work. It's tough, it's challenging, but it pushes you in the same way that heavy resistance training, a heavy barbell, pushes you to grow bigger muscles. Deep work pushes your mental strength, it pushes your focus, it allows you to evolve in that manner. That is deep work. It should be challenging. Alright guys, so if you want to get ahead in the future, if you don't want to be one of these people that's just distracted by memes and notifications and all that bullshit, you need to do deep work. You need to have a schedule and begin deep work, because it's going to make the biggest difference in your life in terms of productivity, in terms of the amount of work output you put out over the average Joe. You are going to be a Superman, an Ubermensch. So deep work is the way to go. So this is the end of the video. You must have really liked it if you got this far. Yeah, am I right? Yeah, am I right? Okay. If you liked it, please click subscribe and hit the post notifications, because YouTube is doing this weird thing right now where if you subscribe, it doesn't even show you my videos. Very strange stuff. But yeah, click those post notifications. We're all good. Till next time.